Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chad with CD Shave, and thank you very much for joining me for today's profiling and soap introduction. However, before we get into that, let's get into the holiday today. Today's holiday of the day is National Mousse Day. I love chocolate mousse, and ever since the first time I ever laid my eyes on that title at a restaurant and yelled out, "Oh wow, chocolate mouse," my mother strongly corrected me and told me that it was chocolate mousse, and from there on I've always liked it with a little bit of whipped topping on it. Oh god, this stuff is great. Some people put a little bit of rum in it too, I guess. I've never had it that way, but I hear it's pretty good. All right, so moving on to the soap, we are doing Through the Fire Fine Craft The Man. There it is right there. That is a fantastic, fantastic car on that. The Shelby Cobra, 1962, I believe. So this is a duplicate. The scent strength on this is a good solid 7 to 8. This is based on YSL's De La Homme, not to be confused with Nuit De La Homme, which is a little bit darker. This starts off with like a little bit of citrus almost, but then it gets grounded right out. It's such a good scent. This thing screams man. That's what this thing screams. All right, so the soap consistency is her usual, rather soft. And, like I said, as with most of their soaps. And it is a tallow-based shave soap. And this, for me, is something I have actually really been looking forward to because I love this cologne. Sterling makes one that's La Nuit de la Homme. And she also makes one as well called The Beast, which is based on that one. But this is different. I love YSL's colognes. I just wish I could afford them all, however. So this is a nice little compromise. All right, so let's get into the rest of the gear. We do have for the aftershave, the matching aftershave on the Beast. We've got that right here. We'll talk about the scent strength on that when we get into the post-shave. And while we're talking about the post-shave, of course, we have the Thayer's Witch Hazel in the old JD bottle. Now, as far as the brush is concerned, we're going with West Coast Shaving Badger brush. With that soaking in our occupation mug, we'll put that aside. And none of that is good without the razor, of course, or the blade rather. We're going with Feather tonight, right here on the old dome. And what are we using for the razor for the dome? A special case for that, made by my daughter. The old Rockwell 6C. Let's take this out because we're going to go right to setting number 6. I get the insert for this box that was actually made, however, by Frugal Shave. So I have handle, blade, setting 6. Open this bad boy right up. I love this razor. It's one of the smoothest razors I've used. And there we go. All loaded up, ready to go. A beautiful looking razor too. All right, we're going to actually drop this in the water just to kind of heat that up a little bit. We're going to get the brush, wring that out. We'll start throwing some soap on the brush. In the meantime, why don't you go ahead and take a look at this.
A badass cologne, a badass car, the perfect accent for a badass man. Now it holds true that the man truly does make the man, not his possessions. But sitting behind the wheel of an all-original 1962 Shelby Cobra doesn't hurt one bit. Neither does the hint of one of YSL's hottest men's cologne, De La Homme, emanating from your skin. Maria from Through the Fire Fine Craft combined these notions into her latest release, The Man. With notes of ginger, bergamot, lemon, white pepper, basil, violet leaf, Tahitian vetiver, and cedar, this scent profile was infused into her shave soap and aftershave with a heavy hand to make sure to turn the heads of anyone who uses it. Now, while the shave soap and aftershave won't get you from 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds, the scent will surely gain the attention of your date, should they get close enough. coming in at $15.95 each for the 5-ounce plastic shave tub and 4-ounce glass bottle with screw-top lids and waterproof labels. These two offerings can be found at ttffcraft.com. Sadly, the 1962 Shelby Cobra can only be found at selected auctions for about $13.75 million, give or take.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Soap has been used. Put that away. We loaded the heck out of that brush. Look at all that soap. A lot of people will say it's unnecessary, and they'd be right. At least even for me, it's unnecessary. But I wanted to. I like to make a lot of lather. I like creating a ton of lather. I like the whole Santa Claus beard. It just adds to the whole thing. Only I'm not doing a beard, doing a head shave. So a little bit of water up on the head. All right. A little bit of water on the brush, just a little bit. Let's get this shave happening. ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As you can see, we get DOP status, Dome of Perfection. No nicks, cuts, areas of irritation, bumps, razor burn, smooth as glass. All right, while we're talking about our post-shave, let's get into the witch hazel here. Put that over here, because we are done with that. Here we are. Now, as far as the scent strength on the soap, I felt like it actually increased throughout the shave. I was pretty surprised because it doesn't always happen with me. If anything, it stays the same or it declines. It doesn't usually increase, but it really did. Man, I love the smell of that soap. I love the smell of that cologne. If you want to know what the cologne smells like, most department stores, Macy's, that sort of thing, will carry it. I would go into there and just walk up to them and say, hey, I'd like to smell this, and a lot of times they'll spray it on a card for you, and you can take it with you and like leave it in your car or something like that. It'll kind of give you an idea of what it would smell like throughout the day. I took it when I first smelled it. I had them spray with a card. I put it in my car, went into work, came out when I was done, and the whole car smelled like it. And I was sold. I'm like, I'm totally on this. So I was all set with that. And so I was pretty happy with this scent. Again, there's the label for the soap. Just to kind of reiterate the man. Fantastic car too. All right, let's get into the aftershave. The aftershave matches, but I do get a little bit of the extra, not extra, I get a little bit of the pepper on it. That's in the scent notes. It could just be, that could just be the way aftershave is put together, but let's find out. This stuff is so good. I actually have the cologne to this, believe it or not. It was a gift from my wife for Christmas. Oh yeah, yep, absolutely. I love this scent. This is probably my signature scent because I wear the cologne a lot, and I shaved with a Sterling. They make a similar one, La Nuit de la Homme, but this one is fantastic. I really like all of YSL's colognes. I would like to get some more. They're just a little far out of my price range, but anyway. Always good for Christmas gifts, right? All right, so that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the shave. That is the Man by Through the Fire Fine Craft. We really enjoyed that scent. And as far as the performance is concerned, it's always top-notch in my book, as you all know that. And if you have any questions, please put it in the comments section below. Easy for me to say. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this video, or you haven't subscribed to me, channel, please do so, but make sure you knock that bell. That way you get a notification every time we do a new video here at CD Shaving. Folks, I'm Chad. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you guys and girls in the next video.